Hello friends, I am Dilip Singh. Uh, After watching this video lecture, if you feel that it was really helpful in order to learn the concepts, then please like and subscribe the video and feel free to comment or query if any. So, welcome to the sixth lecture of tutorial series for web programming. Today we will learn how to insert or place the images in the web page. So we can insert image in our web page with the help of img tag, which stand for image, right? So how basically img tag is used to insert the image on our web page. So what is the syntax, or how we can um, use img tag? It's simply shown here. This is how we can use img tag. So first of all, you can notice here in img tag there is no closing tag, no separate closing tag. So we can see that img tag is an empty tag. That means it has no closing tag, right? It has only the attributes, like here src for source, and other attributes maybe alt, width, height, etc. Right? Okay, so let us see what are attributes that img tag has. So let's discuss one by one. The most important attribute of img tag is src, which stands for source, right? And this attribute basically used to set the image location, right? So src tag basically tell where is our image, right? And well, src attribute basically embed or place the image in the web page at the location where this image element is defined, right, in its corresponding html page. Okay, so hope it would be clear that here src stand for source, which tell the source of the image, means where the image is located in our system, right? It tell the url stand for unique resource locator, or location of image, or simply we can say the path of image where our image is stored, right? And apart from src, we can use other attributes also. Here in this syntax it is shown. So other attributes are alt, which is another very important attributes, and its alt stands for alternate text, right? So it is used to display a short message in place of image if image cannot be displayed by the browser due to any reason, right? So alt is basically a short message or short information which is displayed in place of image if image not found by the browser. Okay, And the other attributes are width and height. We can set the size of image, what size of image we want to display into the browser, that we can set with the help of image width attribute and its height attribute, right? And image width and height, basically its value should be specified by the by either in pixel, right, like 100 pixel, 200 or 500 pixel, or by percentage of its actual size, correct? And now the border border attribute basically used to place a border around the image in the web page, right? For example, border attribute can have value of maybe 1 pixel thick border we want to set surround around the image, right, or 2 pixel thick. Or if we don't want any border, then the border attribute can be set to 0 pixel, or even if we can avoid using border attribute if we don't want border in our image into the web page, right? So let us see how basically we can insert images in the web page, right? And how we can use these attributes in order to modify its either width, height, borders, etc., right? Okay, so again, this is the basic HTML code structure I have written here, and the title I have given to inserting images in our web page. Okay, this is in head section. Now in body section, now suppose I want to insert the image, so what I will do, let's see, I will use of course the img tag. So img tag, and then after few space, yes, in the opening tag itself I will close it, right, because it's a empty tag, we know that. Now here what I want to insert an image in our web page, so I have to tell browser where my image is, right? Means the location or the path of our image using src attribute. So src means source equal to, and within the double quote will give the path of our image, correct? So let's see, first let us save this, and I will save it again in my folder, which is my web, and I'll give it the name images.html and save. Okay, so before I want to insert the image, we should have some image with us. So here I am having within the same folder, remember that within the same folder I am having 2 images, right? I am having 2 images, one is sunrise and another one is sunset. Okay, and this is our HTML page that we are creating right now, images.html. So remember, all these things are in the same folder, right? So suppose I want to insert this sunrise.jpeg, remember the extension also, sunrise image into our web page. So where is the location of sunrise image? In compared to our web page, the location of sunrise image is in the same place where our web page exists. So we can simply put the name of image into the here source value. So sunrise.jpg, right? It's a jpg file. Okay, and I will save it. and let's see what happened here. I'll go there and I will double click it. You can see our sunrise image is now in our web page. Okay, so this is how we can insert our images into the web page. All right, now let's see a few more things. Let us set some attribute. Suppose the another attribute that we have learned is alternate text. But before alternate text, I want to do something like here. I want to put a heading here in our web page, so I can use h1, then we'll close h1, and I can put here this is the image, right? This is the image, suppose. Okay, now I will save it, and here, okay, here first heading will come, and then after this image will come, because what sequence we have used in the body section. First, browser will see the heading. Browser will see all these code from top to bottom, line by line. So first browser will see heading, so heading will come to the web page first, and after the heading the image will be inserted by the browser. Which image? The image path, the source of the image is given here. The image is in the same folder where this file is saved, and that's why we can use direct the name of the image itself. Okay, so now let's see if I refresh it. Here, this is the image. Sorry, there is some type of mistake typing, no problem. This is the image, and after that there is images inserted into the web page. Okay, so let us change it. This is the image. Now I want to use some another attributes, so we can add more than one attribute within the tag by just putting one space after the one attribute, and the another attribute is alt. All right, so alt equal to, alt is some message, some small message related to this figure. Suppose I want to say here this is a sunrise, so I can say sunrise image. So this message I want to put, correct, and I will save it and go to the web page. I will refresh it. Well, anything happened? No. Where is that small message? We cannot see here any small message, right? So we learn that small message will be displayed only if due to any reason the browser is not be able to display your image, correct? So let's see, suppose I am putting here sunrise 1 and save it. We know that sunrise 1 is, there is no any image sunrise 1 within that folder. So I'll save it and refresh it. The browser will not be able to get any sunrise 1.jpg image, right? Because sunrise 1.jpg is not exist in that folder. So what browser will display? The alternate text or message in place of image. So if I will refresh it, you can see this sunrise image. This is the alternate text or message in place of image, which is not be able to displayed by the browser, because browser doesn't find that image. That image is not found on that specified location. Okay, so this alternate attribute is useful in case when the image is not found. So the user of your web page can see, yes, of course there would be some image related to sunrise, or there would be some sunrise image which is not displayed by the browser due to maybe some reasons. Okay, all right, so let's use some another um, attributes. So I will use another attribute after this, width and height, suppose. So we know that, let's change it to our proper image, sunrise, and save it, and then you can see. Okay, we know that its width and height is, its width is this and height is uh, this is the height. Okay, now I want to change the width of this picture to this much and height to this much in a square. I want to make the picture should be within the square, right? In place of it should look like rectangle. So how I can make to visible as a square? Yes, we can make its width and height equal. So let's do that. Well, I will make the width property to be 200, right? 200 is a pixel, and height property to be the same, because I want the image should be in square form. So 200, and save it, and let's see how the browser will change it. So if I refresh it, you can see your image is now displayed by the browser with 200 pixel width and 200 pixel height. Okay, so this is how with the help of width and height attribute we can change the size of image that we want to display in the web page. Okay, and the last attribute that we have learned here is border. Right now, if you can see, there is no border around the image, but if I want to set the border, I can do, or I can use border property. So I will set border equal to in double quote again, because we know the value always put into the quote. So border suppose 2 pixel. Okay, and I will save it, and let's see, after refreshing you can see the border around the image, which width is 2 pixel. And if you want to make more thicker border, you can use suppose 10 pixel and save it. And if I will refresh it, you can see the border thickness is now 10 pixel. Okay, so you can see the border around the image that we can set using the border attribute. Okay, so before ending this lecture, well, I will recommend that you should always put your all images in a separate subfolder or subdirectory within the directory where our HTML file or website is saved. So like here our HTML file is saved in my web directory or folder. So these images should be placed within the subdirectory within this my web directory, right? Why we will do this? Because when we make suppose a big project, then we can use many images, and there can be many web pages and many other resources. So this folder will be crowded, right? And it may be very sometimes may become a little complex to find and modify or update the particular resource, that can be either image or anything else, right? So to make the thing more clear, we should always put all these things into the one new subfolder. Suppose like this, I created the subfolder and name it suppose images, and within the images folder I will put all my images, right, like this. Now I know that images that we have used till now in our web page is not now in this my web where our HTML file exists. Now it is in where images folder, correct? So if I will go here and refresh it, what happened? Image is gone. Why image is gone? And in place of image, alternate text sunrise image is shown here, but there is no image. Why? Because the path in src tag we have given simply the name of image, which reflect that this image is in same folder where this HTML file is. But what we have done, we have removed these image from that folder to another subfolder which is images. So now we have to put here what you know how to define the path, right? So we have to put here the path of the image. How we can define? We know that now where this image is in images folder, okay, and within that images folder we know that we use maybe that side. Okay, within that images folder there is the file sunrise. Okay, now if I save it and see, yes, our image is back, right? So here source basically contain path of our image, correct? Path of our image relative to the path of our web page. Okay, so suppose the another image in place of sunrise, if I want sunset, okay, because we know here I am having two images, one is sunrise, one is sunset. So suppose I want to use in place of sunrise sunset, so I can use sunset.jpg, which is in which folder? Images folder, right? So I will save it and I will refresh it. So this is sunset, the image is changed. Okay, so hope it is clear how we can insert image in our web page using img tag, and how we can use the src attribute in order to set the source of image or path of the image in our system, alt attribute to display the alternate text if image not found, width and height attribute to set the size of our image in the web page, and finally the border attribute to set the image border in our web page. So this is all for this lecture. I will see you in another lecture. Thank you guys.